turn this back over to Pete for real now, and he's going to talk about our news stories.
Yeah, we're going to do it.
And then I'm going to probably try not to rant. I probably will rant.
Fair enough. Nana said that the game is Battlefield 6.
Not exactly.
He did laugh. It's fine.
Yeah.
So,
because that will be played. We know that. That's
we know it.
One of those.
We know it. So
we've been knowing, like First Light, which I know is coming up in your subject.
You suck. You've literally just taken the first story, and I was going to build to it by going. I spoke about a game that's coming in 2026 that I'm excited about. You can add another one to the list because IO Interactive's Project 007 or 007 First Light, as it is officially called now.
It's a stupid name.
Got a special Sony State of Play during the week. It was around 50 odd minutes.
And I watched it.
And so did I.
Sweet, we actually did a thing.
You actually done homework for once. I am pleasantly surprised. And wait, it's IO Interactive. Of course you did. So I am interested from you more than anything. What were your impressions?
Do you want me to do that? Do you want to give any background or anything?
Actually, you've got a good point. Let's talk about the actual game itself. So this basically went full in like, we're not going to talk over this. We're just going to show gameplay. There was some stuff cut out for obvious reasons, probably due to spoilers.
Yes.
And we can accept that. So basically this set up as like an initial, like, let's call it an intelligence mission or a recon mission to start. So you're in a very nice Jaguar car driving up to a stately manor. Like you are playing.
Been an Aston Martin.
You are the Aston Martin comes later.
Okay.
The Aston Martin did come later. So
yes, okay.
You are driving up with a client or with someone who's obviously under deep cover. Clearly another 00. And you're driving up because the aim of the mission is that you're trying not to spook a certain 009. So you make your way up and you are the chauffeur and you are told specifically as Bond to stay in the parking lot. Which, this is Bond we're talking about. Of course he's never going to do that. So,
it'd be a very boring game if it did.
Yeah, you then start to something happens where I think it's one of the catering staff dumps something a little bit auspicious. So Bond's mind goes a bit crazy and therefore starts to tail them. It starts to show you how the infiltration will work, some of the gadgets will work, including the spy watch that can dizzy people, of course.
Yes.
The stealth mechanics, such as hiding in bushes, didn't show any costume changes, but it
showed one.
It did show a costume change. Okay, so showed costume changes, but showed how the environmental analysis will work and how you can find your way in, and obviously how you're going to be able to sweet talk people round into believing your story. So tried to get through from a guard, couldn't get through to them, so had to find another way to get past them, which is fine. I think what he did is he found a brush to set on fire, which then distracted the guards, which meant that he could then jump in the bushes and scale the side of the building.
Smooth, but I'll talk about that in a
second. Then you have a smooth talking moment where he talks to one of the staff where he's like, I'm not supposed to be here, and he says something, and I can't remember what it was, but it was like, this is cool, it's fine. Then obviously you start to tail them, and you're like through this massive like party, and then it sort of cuts, doesn't it? Yes. Where you're doing a chase scene, where it cuts back to you running out into the parking garage. 009 has made his way off, and you then pick up the Aston Martin, and you're driving through the streets, chasing them down, going through various different environments, including down the roads. It shows the driving mechanics itself. Shows certain paths will end up being blocked, which means that you then have to obviously change your direction. Obviously, never got outrun at all, despite the fact that they were clearly in a very much a newer Aston Martin, but yeah, you're in an older one, and there was how the
we'll
hell does the
talk about
horsepower work? I don't know, but well,
I'm totally gonna talk about that here in a
oh,
second.
I'm sure you will. But it then comes into a section where obviously it then goes, right, you need to initiate combat now. Your car is parked up. You have been given the license to kill.
Yes.
And this is where all hell breaks loose, because this is where it starts to show all the gun mechanics, such as the quick switching, the various different types of weaponry that you're going to be using, including machine guns, pistols, and shotguns. Such as using the environment to your advantage and disadvantage. And then you start to chase up to a plane that starts to get away, in which you are chasing it in a flight of stairs. One of those airport flights of stairs on wheels.
Yes.
And that's basically where it ended. That was the gameplay itself. They then came out and basically revealed who is playing James Bond. I cannot remember the gentleman's
Is it a Scottish
name.
guy?
It was an Irish guy, actually.
Oh, Irish. Okay.
It was an Irish guy. So I cannot remember his name. I apologise. I've got an article here. And
I have
not
thoughts on that too.
We shall, but I can't see who it is. But anyway, they then went, we just showed you completely untouched gameplay of how a scenario would work. They then started to break down how the actual mechanics would work.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie, I really liked how they broke it all down. Because seeing it, Patrick Gibson, he was in one of the Dexter series, apparently.
Oh,
Thank you, Nana, for clarifying that. So they started to break down how it all works. Whilst it was in motion during the actual game itself, I could see them sort of in play, but them going into a lot more detail about it really showed like the different ways that you could obviously encounter a mission and how you could probably do it, which I really liked. Obviously, they talked about like how you could break the handle off of a door so a guard couldn't come back through the door, and you could sneak past them that way. Or you could take one of them out and then use the other one to your advantage to do so. It was very cool, and it feels... I've stayed away from saying it so far, but I'm going to do it now.
I'm just going to repeat it.
It felt very Hitman in the fact that you had a lot of choice in how you encountered a mission.
So, for me, Mike Tindo is right. Think Hitman, but vodka martinis.
Yep.
Its strength and its weakness, its greatest strength and its greatest weakness is it's Hitman.
Mm-hmm.
It's even using some of the same assets. I recognize a lot of the background scenery because I literally play Hitman a lot. I know you do. It's not quite every day now, but it is at least once a week. I love Hitman. We know this is established. But for anyone who's new, I like to play Hitman. But it has made some improvements on the formula, and it's not the traditional weapons wheel thing. So
no, it's not.
I flipping hate weapons wheels.
So do I.
The
I
quick
think they
switching,
suck.
I love the quick switching.
I'm just going to stop you there. I actually really like the fact that once he was out of ammo, he threw the gun at someone. Was like, that'll do.
Yeah. There's another game that does that. I don't remember what it is.
I don't recall, but I did like that touch. It was like, right, I'm done with that gun. Mm-hmm. Screw it. I'm just going to throw it at someone's head.
It might be GTA. I don't remember. But I kind of lost my thought there.
My bad.
Yeah, so its greatest asset and its greatest weakness. It is a Hitman game. The parts that full on, I'm getting it first day of release. It's probably going to be my game of the year next year. I know that's jumping the gun, but let's be honest.
Hang on, wait. You missed the chance to say that's jumping the golden gun.
Oh, I should have said that. But so straight off the bat, it's got good mechanics. The aiming system, the gun mechanics look great. I have no issue with that. That smooth as butter, flicking the lighter and lighting that, hay bale or whatever. I don't remember, sticks, whatever.
Well, yeah,
some
it was like
stuff.
It was dead fauna in a wheelbarrow.
Yeah, and he just like that was so cool. I squealed when I saw that.
Yep.
Here's the things, and what I have to say has nothing to do with the actual game or the gameplay. I still hate the name First Light.
It's not the best, is it? But I understand where... Like, this has been a common theme for, like, the James Bond movies, like, for quite a while now. Like, Skyfall, Quantum of Solace.
Solace.
Quantum of Solace, Skyfall, or Spectre. Like,
I mean,
No Time
Skyfall...
to Die. No, that sucks. It still sucks.
First Light sucks.
Look, Die Another Day.
I like Die Another Day.
No, Die Another Day is terrible because it was just
It's like Live and Let Live. It's
no, but
same.
but it was like it was done much better with Tomorrow Never Dies.
I like Tomorrow Never Dies.
There you go. It just felt a little bit lazy.
I like things about dying, apparently.
Clearly.
Yeah, but I said this before, and I'm going to say it forever. I love James Bond because it is the quintessential charming British
misogynist.
Gentleman. Well, he's yeah. I mean, yeah. But he's classy, but he's got charm, and he can charm anyone, and the whole thing is much like Agent 47, you know, he can become anything. I'm not a fan of this 007, and I think I know why. Even though I've now seen Patrick Gibson, and I realize how much they did base it on him.
They did, yeah.
But seeing him the first time, or seeing the character, it really, really, really reminded me of Archer.
It did for me as well, yeah.
Archer is literally
a parody.
The guy. Well, it is a parody, but the guy who created it, I've just blanked out on his name, and I used to like know it so well.
Oh God! Christ!
I know it's just he's been out in the news for so long, it just goes whoosh. But
bloody hell.
He created Archer by taking every face of 007 Bond and morphing them into one face, and that's how Archer got his looks. This guy looks so much like Archer, and maybe that's what they were going for. I don't know. But he also has this weird, the guy who played Spider-Man quality.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name. I never remember his name.
Tobey Maguire?
The young kid. No, the young kid.
Tom Holland.
That one. I will never remember his name forever. I don't know why. Because he just doesn't look like a Tom Holland, I guess. But anyway, he looks like him. And there's not, I don't know, I get that this is probably the same as Crystal Dynamics' version of Lara Croft. They're young and inexperienced. Okay, but I said this on my stream, and I'm going to say it here. You don't become cool. You're born with it. You are born charismatic. You're born intelligent. You're born, a certain way. You aren't forged in the battles.
Do you mean the creator of Archer, Adam Reed?
Adam Reed, that's it.
Yeah, okay.
I like almost everything he does, but anyway, that's a story for another day. But, so what they've done is they've given Bond the same treatment that they gave Lara Croft, because I'm American, over at Crystal Dynamics, which is they stripped her of all of her cool things.
Yeah.
And they just got like this skinny little girl who freaks out because she killed a person.
And then goes and spends the rest of the day killing people.
Like, no, that's just what she does. And I'm like, this is not my Lara. I need big boobs and a bloodthirsty person.
Big boobs.
Who has no problems.
Big boobies, intelligent, but also cunning. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Cool.
Suave.
Don't do that. Well,
this is what we want for. This is what you want for Bond. You want him to be cool, sophisticated, suave, intelligent, but also deadly.
Yeah, and see, Nana says counterpoint. He's not meant to be cool yet. This is how he becomes cool. People don't become cool. They don't. You're born badass or not. Life doesn't like. One thing they used to love to do is for females to become badass. They'd have them go through like SA. Mm-hmm. And then they'd come out and be like, okay, that's not realistic.
No.
Usually when women are SA'd, they go hide and go away from the world. And that's it. They don't turn into badasses. You're born a badass. And so same thing with Bond. He didn't just be like, I'm a nerdy little guy who's just joined MI6.
And now I'm absolutely jacked.
Now I'm badass. And I'm jacked. I look awesome. I have charisma, and I know how to order a martini.
Sorry, what's the word that some of the youngsters use? I'm yoked.
Is that Is that what
I don't know. Like, I heard the expression once before.
I know that chopped means ugly. That's all I know.
Okay.
That's the only thing I know. And then that might not even be a thing anymore. But that's my thing. I don't like... I know prequels have been a thing for the last, 15 years or whatever. Prequels is a cool idea. I like it.
Yeah.
But they're doing this weird kind of, weakling little... Like Captain America without his serum.
Yeah,
The only reason Captain America became anything was because he got injected with the serum.
That's wrong. He always had it in him.
Yes. I'm sorry, Pete. You are correct.
Go watch Neville Watchers.
Yes.
It's almost like I covered it in full.
Maybe that's the wish fulfillment. Notice, as I will say, Kylie has a point, because the Legend games do have her just kill every monster. On site. It's true. Monster. I forget Munster's a place.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it. In the context of Bond, yes. Because he's never had this sort of story. I agree. Don't get me wrong. I'm sitting here saying the downsides are nowhere near enough to put me off. I'm going to play it and I'm going to love it.
So I would say, actually, in terms of video games, Bond has never had a true origin story. But obviously, when it comes to the films, because both Casino Royales would be considered that way. So good. That's what I mean, both of them. Because obviously, they are, in terms of the movies, they raise the point, someone did, is that, the guy who's playing it, Patrick Gibson, is only 30, so he's the youngest person to play Bond.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. Obviously, in the context of this is playing him in a video game, but most of the time when we've had a Bond video game, it's been a licensed version.
Also, Mike is backing you up 100%.
Yes, he did.
But then that kind of does go to my point.
I
know. Be born with it.
Yeah, he was born with it, but just didn't have the body capable to do so. But he always had the heart.
Yes.
And he would never give up.
That's see, there you go. That's kind of my point.
Yeah, but so my general thoughts of this, if you hadn't already understood, I don't play Hitman at all. I like the concept of them, but I can't play them. I've played the initial ones years ago, and they were so unbelievably complex that I just never got into them. So I've stayed away from the Hitman series for many years, but I've always had a passing interest in having a look at them. I've always watched Kylie play them because she loves the series, and they are just good fun. They're great games to just watch and see see the kind of nonsense you can get up to.
You can throw a dented can of pasta at people's heads.
Yeah, exactly. It's just it offers a wealth of different ways in which you can complete a mission. It's great, and I love that aspect. Now, I'm not Bond's biggest fan, and I haven't been for a very long time. I think,
right, okay. I will say that I am a big fan of Bond, not any of the new things.
No, I haven't been a fan since at least Casino Royale, and even then, I've not been a big fan of them anyway. I always liked them, but not, to the point where I was going to own every single one of them on DVD.
I have, and I've shown it before on here, but I have.
Do you have the box set?
No, I have that. No, I bought the globe that's actually, they used it in Glorious Bastards as well.
Oh,
the
yes,
globe
of
that's
course.
Also a liquor cabinet.
No,
that's because I loved Bond so much as
enough.
a kid. I went and bought it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Skyfall's okay. It was probably a best of a bad, one of the best of the bad bunch in terms of the Craig movies. But yeah, I've never been the biggest fan. But holy crap, did this look amazing?
It does. I can't fault it.
Right.
I'm still, like I said, I'm gonna play it.
I mean, I said it at the start of it. Add another game onto the 2026 list of things that I'm going to be picking up day one, and without a doubt, I will be picking this game up because it looks incredible.
You know what? I just realized something, Pete.
Go on.
And you can use this against me.
No.
If you want in the future.
Maybe.
I mean, I don't know how you would because I'm usually in agreement with you. But anyway, you know how those nerd boys were all mad because the chick from that PlayStation game had facial hair or whatever? You know what I'm talking about, right?
Do you mean the Naughty Dog game?
No, but also that one. We can even say that. Anytime there's a game out and the lead character is not hot,
Yeah.
And
there was some hot characters in this.
Yes. Well, no. Here's what I was gonna say.
Except for Bond.
I think I'm like one of those nerd guys who are like, I said I'm not mad or anything, but I'm like, I'm not attracted to Bond. So
no, Bond should be Bond should be hot.
Bond should be hot, like he should, to male and female.
Yeah, he should.
Because it's like Deadpool. It's like he's supposed to charm everyone.
Oh yeah, that's one of his key traits, is that he is a charming fellow. And some charm comes attractiveness.
Yes.
You have to woo your way in, which is quite typical. I'm going to be interested to see how they do that kind of thing in the game, though.
Yeah.
Is there going to be a charm system to it?
There has to be, because, like, for real, like, that's such a big part of who Bond is.
Yeah.
The classic Bond, which is, don't do that.
Trying to bite the ear.
Yes. He is a womanizer.
Yeah.
I don't like it, but he is a womanizer, and that's part of his whole thing. I just can't see this Bond doing that.
Yeah.
The art of seduction, exactly.
Oh,
right.
100%.
Yes, and that's another thing.
Go on.
There should be hot chicks. I mean, like, they're not my thing, but I also appreciate that they are very much part of the Bond system, the backbone.
Yeah, and they should also have sexual pun names too.
Yes.
Yes.
I still can't believe they got away with some of the stuff they got away with.
Oh, I know.
But they did. But I mean, and then they should just have everybody coming out of the ocean, male and female alike.
Oh,
absolutely. And then everybody will be happy.
Everyone's happy.
Sit there and go.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, I said this when they first initially announced this as Project 007 all those years ago. They picked the perfect developer to make a 007 game, and this really shows that they made the absolute right call to choose IO Interactive to make that game. Or IO Interactive pitched a hell of a game to Amazon NGN.
Yeah. Well, again, I know I'm saying some negative stuff towards
but you're allowed to say, you're not going to be enamored with absolutely everything.
Yeah, well, I still think it's the perfect developer. I love the mechanics that we got to see in the gameplay. I was going to say trailer. That's not really what it is. Footage.
Well,
And I'm still excited to play it.
Oh, I'm down. I had no interest in this before, but now my interest has skyrocketed to 9.
Oh. Did you notice 2 things? One, the physical combat was very, very similar to Batman.
Yes.
Like Arkham Asylum.
Oh, the hand-to-hand combat definitely felt that way.
That's what I meant, hand-to-hand.
Yeah.
Did you notice that the security guard that he was punching out was bald?
Yeah.
And dressed in black?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that was Agent 47.
I did notice a couple of characters that looked very similar. I thought that might have been quite a nod to it.
I was like, I know what you're doing.
Oh, of course. You knew that they were going to reference it somewhere.
Mike says, gotta love Miss Galore.
Yes, because we can't say the full name.
Isn't that weird? That's from like the 60s.
I know, it's so stupid. But yeah.
Oh, that's my rant for later. I don't want to talk about it.
But so they also announced, obviously, pricing, special editions. There's going to be a 3-day early edition. But it is coming out 26th of March 2026. So a good start to the year, I would say. I've just been called a wussy. Or is that Danka just saying wussy galore?
Oh, that's going to be my new name.
I think I might have to call the episode Wussy Galore.
I think so.
Yeah, lovely.
Yep, that's it. That's the episode title.